So it's time for the new replay number 4, which is against human. Oh, Twisted Meadows. So I'm expecting a Farseer by me, because I never play Blade Master against human when I play Orc.
Ready to work. Ready to work. Ready to work. Complete.
And yeah, it's my standard opening with altar, early shop.
Work complete.
And probably fast war mill.
Work complete.
1 peon scouting, because I don't really need to, because if I know that he's not here, then it can only be south left or south right, and in each case I'm gonna send my Farseer into the middle of the map, and then I'm gonna split 2 wolves. One's gonna go left, one's gonna go right, and I will know exactly where he is, and then I'm gonna go with the Farseer over there and try and do as much damage as I'm capable of doing.
Ready to work.
Yeah, it's the early war mill. Fast stack into wyverns. Let's move on.
Ready to work.
Okay, I'm gonna invest 1 wolf to get the peon here. Peasant. He's trying to migrate to waste me some time, but the run of my Farseer is not gonna be stopped just for 1 stupid peasant. So
Work complete.
I keep going, and
We're under attack.
it happens to be on the south left position. Going for that peasant, probably going to get it, and I do. However, he's got an arcane tower already working for him, which is pretty nice for him. It's the counter to Farseer. So all of my mana is gonna be drained here. It's impossible to avoid those hits. I'm already down at 50 mana, I have to use my arcane. But I got 1 peasant. And mostly I'm wasting his wood income, okay? Because I'm forcing him to call militia. So even if I don't get too many peasants, the very fact that I'm forcing him to call militia delays his wood income. I know this because I play human, and anytime I'm playing against the Farseer, it's so annoying. You are forcing him to call militia, and trust me, he doesn't want to call militia. As human, the less you call militia, the better it is for you. And so my Aras was pretty good, pretty effective. Plus, it doesn't even matter too much. My goal is to just keep him away from level 3. Right now, he should be creeping to level 3. And the very fact that he's not doing that puts me in a decent position. However, he's already level 2, so he definitely crept this camp, I believe. Yeah. So I went for the laboratory first. So if he creeps his expo, it's gonna be 3, so that's gonna be bad for me and what I'm doing. So I've gotta keep an eye on that. Try to waste his time as much as I can. So far it's going well because he's chasing me, but I can't take it too much further because I took a lot of hits.
Research complete.
But one of the bestiaries is already in production, the other one starts production as well. However, his tech is so fast as well. So it's not like I have any significant tech advantage here. He didn't start to build sanctums, he's going for a lumber mill. Because he doesn't have wood, so you can see right now the effect of my Aras, okay? He's finished his tech, he can't even produce sanctums because he doesn't have wood. And the only reason he doesn't have wood is because of my Aras, okay? So it doesn't matter how many peasants you kill, really. I got 2, which is pretty good. I believe 2, right? Well, it doesn't matter. I got 2, but what really matters is that he doesn't have lumber. So by forcing him to call militia, now his lumber income is insignificant. While you can see I have a lot more lumber. All of my peons are in position, so my second hero is also in production. And I have more lumber than he does, and both of my tech buildings are building. While he's got way less lumber than I do, and he has no tech building. He still has only barracks, okay, and a lumber mill. So the only thing that he's got going for him is that he's almost level 3. That could be his only saving grace. Otherwise, it's looking very, very, very bad for him. So let's remove the fog of war because I want to see what he's doing. Let's get an overall view. I'm still level 1 though, so and this Farseer is pretty much not leveled at all. And if he goes for my burrows right now, it could do some damage, but he's not doing that. I think he's focusing the wrong building here. Because there's no way for him to cancel this bestiary, it's too late. I'm gonna be able to mass repair it. It's too late for that. Oh, any town port, that's so bad. So he came to my base, he invested time to come here, he achieved nothing. He lost 1 footman and he lost town portal. That's as bad as it can be here. It's looking even better for me right now. Because of this town portal that I just triggered. Just keep in mind, you can never walk safely around the map against end race really without a town portal. And now, if he wants to buy a new one, he's gonna have to invest 350, and he didn't achieve anything. So okay, but he's going for an expansion. This is something that I would never expect. So okay, this makes it interesting because I was like, okay, right now the game is going in my favor and I'm in control of this game. He's probably sitting at base or trying to creep. Realistically, he's probably trying to creep, but I would never imagine that he would try to get an expansion right now. Because he doesn't even have his sanctums up. But he did, so that was probably a desperation move. He doesn't even have the resources to start an expansion, is going for it now, but I think I don't know how he wants to deal with the imminent push that is gonna arrive. So I question this decision, because like I said, to fight what I have, which is mass wyverns, and at this point he should definitely know what I'm doing, okay, because he saw I don't have any grunts, I don't have any sort of tier 1 units, so it must be wyverns. When you see wyverns, you must get your archmage level 3, which he did, but then you should also have some sorceresses to slow everything down and focus those birds down with water elementals. So I feel like the appropriate answer would be to get double Arcane Sanctum, mass sorceresses, or maybe get 1 Arcane Sanctum, get 1 Gryphon Aviary, and combine combine sorceresses with Gryphon with Dragon Oaks. This expansion won't do much for him because he has to invest too much, and I'm going to force a fight before he can mess enough army, if I play it well. If I just go creep and I give him enough time to profit from his expansion, then he can still have a chance. So let's see. So far I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wyverns. which is not enough to fight an army made of sorceresses and water elementals level 2, but it's definitely enough to fight an army made of like one berserker and one shadow priest, because it doesn't have slow, so I'm still gonna be able to hit and run easily. Plus I got level 2 chain lightning, and soon my TC is gonna be level 3 as well, which means level 2 shockwave, so anything that's on the ground is gonna fall very easily. So now now take a look at this, because it's gonna be very fun. I'm fully committing to wyverns here. I see his base doesn't have guard towers, only arcanes, so I go for them first. Shockwave doesn't really hit too much. That was a little bit misclicked. And just sniping the first sorceress. Chain lightning hits everything, of course, because it's automatic. All of his economy is down. Yeah, he's got expansion, but it doesn't matter. All of his wood income is down. And this looks so bad for him. Shadow Priest is down in a few seconds. You can see how strong the slow is. If he just invested in mass sorceresses instead of going for the expansion, maybe he could have a chance. Now I can't fight anymore. You can see that just one elemental is doing a lot of damage, but he knows the game is over and calls for the GG. But doesn't leave. Okay, so that's so weird. He says GG, but he doesn't leave. Which happens pretty often on Battle.net. Not always, it's not the rule. It's still an exception, but pretty often, it happens. It happened to me today or yesterday, I think today as well. Someone says GG and then they don't leave, because they think, okay, maybe it's not over, maybe I still get the expansion, let's try. I think maybe he said GG before I town portal, I don't know. Then he sees that I'm town portaling and he's like, okay, maybe I can mess enough. But the only reason I town portal is to not overextend and lose all of my wyverns in a stupid way.
Work complete.
Because those wyverns are so damn expensive and I don't really need to finish the game right now. I can get my expansion, I can get the red camp, which has already been taken. So I guess I'm gonna take this one. Get a very good item, Sobi Mask, which I already got before, so now I got a Sobi Mask for the TC and I got a Sobi Mask for the Farseer. But I'm not swapping it for some reasons, I don't know why. Probably I was focused on knocking down his export. It's town portaling, but it's only an archmage, and when I see that it's only an archmage, that was a staff actually, it was not a town portal. I just go for it, and now it's even more GG. One single water elemental won't do anything. He's got one rifleman, two rifles, one berserker. He's trying to mess any type of unit that can help him against the wyverns, but he just doesn't have enough time. He needs like, I'm 68. He's barely at 33. He needs like at least a 60-foot army of rifles and sorceresses to do any significant damage to my wyverns, and he'll probably still lose because of the hero levels. His paladin is level 3. Actually, paladin is not bad, level 3 is not bad. But I'm 5-5. I'm losing quite a lot of wyverns, which I can't really avoid against towers. But I really want to make sure it doesn't get income from 2 bases. And I'm succeeding. I do have expansion, so I only need to buy some time here. Paladin is doing a good job healing the rifle, which gives him more time to focus down my wyverns. Wyverns do give a lot of experience to him, so each time if he kills a wyvern, he gets a lot of XP. But he doesn't have his archmage, he doesn't have water elemental, the game is over. So at least he tried to counter with proper units, but that deciding to go for the expansion was a very big mistake, I think. I don't think he did do too bad against the early auras. I mean, what can you realistically be doing as human? He had the arcane tower in place. He called 2 militia, I didn't call like 5. But still, because he must have lost some peasants during his laboratory creep. So because of that, plus the Farseer auras, his wood income was really fucked up, and at that point you just cannot go for an expansion. That was definitely too greedy, and he got punished for that. So when I hit my timing attack, I was definitely not prepared to deal with it, and also not going for Dragon Oaks against wyverns is definitely questionable. But I mean, there's a reason why I play this strategy, and the reason I play this strategy is because I know how hard it is to counter, and I know how annoying it can be for the human to counter that. So it's not like I'm playing wyverns because I wake up and I say like, okay, let's play wyverns. It doesn't work, but I want to play wyverns. Nope. I play this style because I know that it takes some skill to counter it, and most players struggle against it. So GG, and see you in the next video or in the next stream, which this stream is also gonna be a YouTube video, so I guess I can say video as well. So have a nice day and see you